Hi guys, so here we are. It's my first Hrud game. So let's just have a look at the layout of the board. I may sound a bit dumb to you right now, or a little bit slurred. It's because we've been doing rule sets all afternoon and my brain's a bit numb. Okay, and I'm with the lovely Matt.
Yay!
This time he's my opponent for the Hrud. For this we're using G-Steer Tyranid models for the Hrud because we don't have any models and they don't make any models for that anyway. So the mission is our ship is missing a spacecraft belonging to the glorious Mechanicus, has crash landed on a planet, and there we can see the debris of the ship laid out there, and the Marines have been sent down to gather the information from it. So there's 3 objectives, and Matt, do you want to just tell us what the objectives, what happens to the objectives?
Okay, so we've got, like I say, just one objective here, one objective smack bang in the middle, and one objective here. Brian's got to hold the objectives. If at any point the Hrud are in control of the objective, it ceases transmission, and at the beginning of every turn for each objective we roll a d6. On a 3 up it ceases transmission, and if it ceases transmission it disappears. 2 are worth 10, 1 are worth 50, but that's if they're still around at the end of the game, which, you know, history shows us probably is not going to happen.
It's probably not going to happen, because if you watch the very first game of Black Legion Braska, he was handed his backside by the Hrud in his very first game. So I'm hoping I can do a little bit better than he did, but I'm actually focused on taking out the points, taking out the troops. That's what I need to do. So anyway, guys, I will now dice off to see who gets the first turn. Do you want to do it over here? We'll do it over here. Okay, so let me just switch hands because I'm better with the other hand apparently. Okay, so what have we got there?
I got a 1.
Oh, I can only get a 5. So I will see you in a minute, and while I discuss who gets the first turn. See you later. Hi guys, so here we are. It's the end of turn 1 for the Imperial Fish. So basically I took the first turn. I like to discuss it with my opponent before we start. So I take the first turn on this one. So it's been quite good. So my new plasma weapon that's mounted on the front of my Predator opened fire onto that lot. How many men were there?
There were 16. There are now 6.
There's now 6. So that was pretty good. But I did have other shots from this bad boy, and from this squad, and from this squad, and from here, just to take down that pure blood squad. And they're still coming. They're still alive. They're not dead yet. Now the interesting thing is here is all my objectives have now stopped transmitting. So I've lost them all. So now it's about me taking down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 points worth of troops for my first game.
Because you've got the
35 because I've got the leader in there, so I should be okay. Okay, what do I do over here? I knocked them down. I've lost 7 off those. I think it's 7 off those, isn't it?
4, 6, 8, 9.
Oh, 9 off those with this unit and the heavy weapons team. He fired here. The Predator fired into there, killed 1. So there's 1 missing from that squad there. Haven't touched these guys. Haven't touched these guys, and I haven't touched these guys yet. But I've got a feeling now they're going to move and keep moving until they get close and personal, which is going to be exciting. Okay, guys. So I will see you at the end of turn 1. Hi guys, how you doing? So it's the end of turn 2 for the Hrud. Turn 1 for the Hrud. Sorry, I do apologise. Told you my brain was a bit lapsy today. Okay, or laggy, I should say. Okay, so Matt, walk us through what you've done.
Cool. So if we start down here, the Nocturnes moved up, shot into Castor's squad here, and killed one of their guys because their guns are obscene and ignore arm saves. The Warriors down here moved up, ran, and because their fleet tried to charge into the cover, but I rolled poorly on their assault into cover, so they couldn't quite make it. These guys here killed all these Marines.
I had 20 saves to make.
26 up invulnerable saves to make because their guns bypassed Marine armour.
Yeah.
You made 7,
which is pretty good.
Really impressive.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the other 13.
And that's 7 6s on 20 dice. That's not bad. We did say, wouldn't it be funny if we rolled all 20 6s, because that would be a feat in itself.
But you didn't.
But I didn't, no.
Those guys moved up and ran an inch. These guys moved up and ran 4 inches. And were just in range for the assault, but I rolled poorly on their assault into cover, and so did nothing. And the HQ unit and these guys fired their dark light emitter lance weapons at the front of the tank and immobilised it, but couldn't quite do anything else, unfortunately. Only 1 penetrating hit. But
I've got to say, they're getting closer and it's getting scary. I've already lost 1 entire squad like that in a click of a finger. Click of 2 fingers, it has gone. Okay, so now it's the Imperial Fist turn 2. Let's see what trouble and strife we can bring to the enemy. Hi guys, so here we are. It's the end of turn 2. Sorry, for the Imperial Fist. So what have we done? Orbital bombardment. These guys here, they're panicked. They're running off the board. So hopefully I'll get the 5 points for that. Okay, shot with the plasma cannon into that unit that were there. I killed one, which is not too bad. Then my Contemptor finished off the other one. I've gone into hand to hand. I think I've killed one there as well. So there's 2 left plus the big bad guy. He opened up on the guys that were there. I killed 2. And now Dawn's in hand to hand. They've killed 2 of my Honour Guard in the first round, which is just devastating. And I've only killed about 4 of them, or 5 of them, so it's not too good there. I bombarded them with as much as I possibly could from these guys. Knocked them down to half their strength, but they made their save roll. They've got a saving for. They've got a leadership of 5. Which is just unbelievable. And Castor's squad opened up on them as well. He opened up on that squad, killed 1. So this is not a good round, and I'm possibly quite overwhelmed here with Dawn. So it's a bit of a futile gesture on my behalf, but it's worth it. I like to get him into the fray, not afraid to fight with my Primarch. So very excited about the next round, see how that goes. So it's turn 2 now for the Hrud. Guys, so here we are, it's the end of turn 2 for the Hrud. Come on in, matey, tell us what you've done.
Cool. So the Nocturnes moved up and shot into the Devastators and killed 2 of them.
Yeah.
Took down the Sergeant. Hooray. The Warriors moved up, and I was going to charge, but I decided to shoot first just to soften up Castor's squad and killed them.
And they've gone.
Castor's squad is all kinds of dead.
Yeah.
Down here, the Nocturnes and the big squad of blue that are Warriors charged in and did 4 wounds to
I'm on 1
Dawn.
wound on Dawn,
Yeah.
and I've lost 2 Honour Guard as well.
Yeah, but I also lost 2 bases.
Big deal.
2 more Nocturnes. So. But the Nocturne are
big
4
deal.
up poison and rending.
Yeah, now I'm going to blow the crap out of you.
Yeah, I'm sure. And then down here, I lost the base, another Nocturne.
And you
Not
passed your
Nocturne,
leadership.
why am I saying Nocturne? Pure Blood in there against those guys, but passed my leadership test. And that was it.
And then those guys run off the board.
Those guys did run off the board.
So, all in all, it's a great turn, but it's now my turn 3.
Yeah.
And it's time to lay down a little bit of pain. So
A little bit of smack.
A little bit of smackdown. Right, guys, so it's the end of turn 3, and I've got to say for the Imperial Fist, and oh my good God, I really hate the Hrud. This is so tense. Right, okay, so I've taken a little experience from Chuffy, and I tank shocked this unit, and they're running, which is really exciting. I've whittled these down to 3.
But I passed my leadership
But
test
you
with
passed
5.
leadership at 5. He's got to roll below 5. I mean, it's amazing that he keeps doing it as well. Okay, he's knocked the last of the pure bloods away. Now it's just him and the Queen to fight it off. My vehicle's still immobilised. I opened up on this unit here with my Contemptor, Mortis, and I managed to do some wounds and kill a few, but not enough to make them run. But the coup de grace was I brought the asset, strategic asset, which was, what's it called again?
Pre-planned bombardment.
Pre-planned bombardment. So basically you have to choose 3 points on the table. Now the first one landed over there in 1 turn. So you can see there's 3 little craters there. I chose that crater just there, and I took out a few with that. The second one, which is just brilliant, okay, I chose that as my area that it was going to come in on. Now you have to write these down secretly at the beginning of the game so no one knows. And I showed Kev that was here, Kevin Case that was here earlier, so he knows that I'm not cheating in any way. So anyway, Dawn was there fighting away, and I managed to kill 2 pure bloods. That's right, yeah, with my bombardment, and Dawn survived it. But I've managed to destroy the rest of the pure bloods, and the rest have panicked. The warriors have panicked and run because I won how many attacks? 6.
You killed 4 bases. I did
Yeah.
no wounds back, so
Yeah.
it was a leadership test. 6 bases.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was a leadership test at -6. So I
Yeah.
needed to roll a 1 on 2 dice.
Yeah, and I chased them down and slaughtered them. So I've earned some more points. I'm very excited. So that was the turning point for the game for me because I was on 1 blasted wound, and I hate to swear on camera, but I was on 1 frigging wound. So Matt, thank you very much. So right then, that's my end of my turn. I can't do anything else. So it's turn 3 for the Hrud. Fingers crossed to see how it goes. Hi guys, so this is the end of turn 3, okay, for the Hrud. Matt, run us through it.
Right, that literally took like 14 seconds, guys. Seriously, these guys moved up and shot into that squad and hit with one attack and failed to do anything. They fell back because they were within 6 inches, so couldn't regroup or attempt to regroup. I've got nothing else on the field yet. I rolled for replacements, my strategic asset, and didn't get it. And my Hrud Overlord can't actually hurt the Contemptor, so she did nothing and hit Brian swang and missed.
I actually rolled 2 1s, as you can see there. So that wasn't too great. Okay, so that's it really.
That's the end of turn 3. Your turn 4.
It's my turn 4. Okay, sorry guys, in the name of common decency, we've decided to film turn 4 as one whole thing. So basically, what did I do? I tank shot the Hrud that were there, and they ran. And then you made your... What's the next roll you rolled for them to see if they go?
I ran 5 inches.
They rolled 5 inches forward, and so they're literally at the edge of the table, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. I opened up on the last squad that were there with the Devastators and the Contemptor Mortis. The squad is now gone, so it's another 5 points. That's still deadlock. I still haven't managed to kill it outright, but I did do a wound, but she saved. So that's turn 4 out of the way. I'll see you at the end of turn 5 for both sides. Alright guys, so this is the end of turn 5. Great game. I've got to say thank you very much, you evil man. And that's why now I think you are an evil, growing up to be an evil scientist. See the hand of... Okay, so what's happened on the table? I finally killed the lady, the queen, she's dead. Okay, but your replacements came on.
Yep.
And there they are. And they all shot at dawn.
Couldn't quite make 8 arm saves.
I got made 5 or
Maybe
6.
6?
Yeah, 6.
So you
And
failed the 7th.
Yeah, the 7th one failed. So he's dead. I can't use him in the next game.
We did. I'll let Ryan explain.
Yeah, we did try replacements to see what would happen. Because one of the things that we're talking about at the moment is restriction replacements and seeing how that works. And one of the rule sets that go out tomorrow for the campaign now restricts replacements for Primarchs. But not in a bad way, but actually it's quite good.
Yeah.
And what we didn't work out was what would happen if your Primarch gets killed right at the end of the game where there's no more turns. So we just did a roll to see what happens, and I failed it. I rolled a 1 or 2, I think.
2 on a replacement.
Yeah, and you said don't roll a 3 or something like that, and you mocked me and you cursed me with your look at that, the dancing. Oh, look at it. So next go, I've got to use another character, which is going to really hamper me a lot in those tunnels.
What can I say? It's the seeds of chaos coming through for me.
Yeah, whatever. But I won the game. How many points did I get?
35 points.
35 points. The objective's vanished, unfortunately, but that was good.
35 points is the max you could get from this game without the objectives, and given that they all left you on turn 1.
Yeah, so that means I can add it to last week's or weeks before points, which actually is quite a lot of points, which is not too bad. So I've actually done quite well. If anything, I did say I was going to take out all the troops.
And you did?
Yeah, and I did. And I nearly lost Dawn, and I did lose Dawn. Okay, thank you very much, Matt. Well done from you.
That's all right. Thank you very much.
And that's, if you see me in the mirror, that's well done from me. Okay, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon.